Hi guys, just starting an update for my PSI World solo RPG game. I'm on, this is going to be part 3 of the video series, and I'm actually on round 5, scene 2, act 2 of the game right now. And what has happened, just to recap, is that my character has made it back to the Enclave, only to find that his nemesis Bazo and his men are there. Like, well, my character got to the gates. I'm using these little cubes to represent the characters that are in the game at the moment. This is the gate to the entrance to the Enclave. It's out in the woods. There's a path here, a roadway. But as soon as I got to the gate, Bazo, who's enemy 1, and his men, enemies 2 to 4, came up from behind me and started to attack me. They actually have been here for a while, and I've just found out that I've been calling for help but haven't heard anything. So I've just found out that everybody in the Enclave is frozen and under mind control from Bazo. So now I have to deal with this. They're trying to pull their mental powers on me, but so far, I was body frozen for a bit, but I was able to do a skill check and get out of that. And now I got to figure out a way of getting away from these guys, because they can totally kill me. A few things have happened. Like, I've been trying to hold back these guys from attacking any of the civilians inside, but I just found out that that Dan, the leader of the PSIONICS Liberation Party, has frozen, kept all the people in the Enclave frozen in the spot. His plan is to eventually take over the Enclave and make everybody there his slave. I'm the only one who's able to not be affected by being frozen, but I'm trying to get away from these guys, and I'm looking for a storeroom that would hold some weapons that the Enclave might be holding, because these guys are armed. Bazo's really powerful psionically, and I'm just one person right now. So let's do round 1, scene 3, act 2. Drawing a card, and it's a scene change. So something, we'll see if it's activated. So positive is yes, negative is no, and blanks are no. It's negative. That card's not in play. So it's Dan's turn, my main character. His actions will be, he can perform an action. The enemy last played, which was Bazo, can do a special ability. And I can gain a resource that will hopefully improve my chances of doing skill checks or attacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action, and I'm going to look and see if I can find that building that would hold some weapons. Still can't find anything, and then it's a negative result, so my chaos track goes down 1. Is Bazo able to perform a special ability? Nope. Can I gain a resource? Nope. Another card drawn, and it's a potential surge. Nope. The card's not active. Chaos track goes down 1. And it's bad weather card, and that will take one of my resources if that card comes into play. Nope. Enemy number 2, it's one of Bazo's men. His actions are going to be perform an attack, or we'll draw a card with that. And I could perform an action if that is enabled, and he can gain a surge if that's enabled. So his action is going to be, these are the NPC action cards. Perform a skill check to gain a resource. If failed, monster. So what I'm going to interpret that to be is that if he does a successful skill check, he'll get a resource or a surge, and if not, then one of the residents of the enclave will wake up out of its frozen state. So his skill is like 4 red dice. Chaos track is at 5, so that's 5 white dice. Anything is a 6 is a win, but 1s will negate it. Yeah, the 1 breaks down that, so he can't do his skill check. So that, can I activate an action? No. Can he get a surge? Yeah. These are the enemy surges. Once it goes to 10 of these cubes, then a special action is activated. So, draw another card. Event. No. Enemy number 3. Do an action. I could get a potential resource, and he could get a potential surge. So what is this action going to be? Move attack. 3. Enemy 3 can move 3 spaces. And mine is line of fire. He could use his gun. Use this, that's his attack dice, and that's his ammo. So he's going to fire at me. Yeah, an attack. I use these cards just to mix things up for an attack round. He can have 1 defense, so I use the blue dice to act as defense. Does he spend a surge to improve his chances to hit? No. So he's firing his gun at me. 1 chance of hitting me. My defense is 3 dice. I'm not going to use any of my surges yet. I'm going to wait until I have to deal with Bazo. So yeah, I have 1 defense, which blocks his hit, so I dodge that attack. Can I get a surge? Resource? No. Can he get a surge? No, and the chaos track goes down 1. Things are in the negative zone now. Try another card. A potential character, but it's in the negative. So what I do that. Well, if I draw this card, it can unleash an NPC or an enemy, depending on the chaos track. If the chaos track was positive, then I could gain an NPC to put in my list. Since it's negative, I could put in another bad guy to my list, but my bad guy queue is already full, so that card's not in play. Draw another card. Reference rules. Nope. Last card of the round, and it's enemy number 4. What does he do? Perform an action, potential skill check, and I can do a potential skill check. His action's going to be he can do a skill check to get a surge or fail a surge. So if he fails his skill check, he can lose one of these surges. He's level 5, so he's using 5 red dice. The chaos track is at 4, so we got 4 white dice. Oh yeah, like white ones can't negate 6 red, but red ones can negate both red and white 6s. So I like to separate all my 6s. Oh, so yeah, judging by this, that it's doesn't work. His skill check fails, which is good. Can I perform a skill check? No. Can he perform another skill check? Yes, and the chaos track goes up 1. So we add a white dice to it. That negates that 6. Is there any more 6s? No. So, didn't work. So, we're going to move on to round 2. Does the climate change at all? I'm just going to check. Nope. So, does the plot progress? Yes, so the plot goes up 1. Chaos track goes up 1, and once this dice goes up to 6, then something is going to happen, depending on the chaos track. Like something negative or positive is going to happen. So I'm going to set up a new round, and I'll do another update. Round 2, scene 3, act 2, and I'm still trying to find a building to try to find something that I can get to use as a weapon, because I'm like really outnumbered, and I'm being followed by Bozo and his men through the streets of the Enclave. So let's get on with it. Draw another card for this scene, or for this round. It's an event card draw, see if it's activated. Nope. Next. Shuffle. Negative. So that card is actually pretty important, because if I ever run out of my event stack, then the game is over, and then I'll look at to see if I progressed on any of the goals, if I accomplished anything. If I didn't, then I take a hit, and I don't go back to the game. I'd have to start later, at a later date or something. But anyways, back to this. And it's enemy number 1, that's Bozo. Use this to represent that it's his turn. See what his actions are. He gains a surge, and he can gain another surge if that's activated, and then I can get a resource. So the first die is an automatic, so he gets the surge. Let's see if I get a resource. Nope, negative, so the chaos track goes down, and now I'm in a negative state. And see if he can activate another surge. No. So, next card. And it's an event card, see if it's activated. Yes, and chaos goes up. Draw event. sight is so bad I have to use magnifying glass. So the words is hide, ambitious, and structure. I'm going to interpret that to mean that I found a way to hide, which will give me +1 on my defense. I use the blue die to represent a defense. That means I can add 1 die to one of these dice to a defense roll. And plus, I'm hiding, so I'll have to make a note of that. Dan is hiding, I'll say behind some dumpsters. So that'll give any attacks, maybe like -1 to their attacks too, because they'll have to find me. So it's kind of like, yeah, like when I draw like an event card, there's no real rules. I just kind of make up rules that would apply to it, to the situation, to make it fair, and to make it a challenge to myself, and just keep things interesting. Next card. Enemy 4. What does he do? He can get he has a surge. I can, if that's triggered, then I can do a skill check. Then if that's triggered, then he can do a skill check. So that is automatic. Let's see if I can do a skill check. So one green die for my level. I think we're going to spend a surge to add another die. The chaos track is at 5, so I add 5 white dice. And what my skill I'm going to do is I have psionic abilities. I have Psi Blast or Time Shift. I'm going to do a Time Shift to see if I can like warn the council, and so that they can do something, like he can like put a block before Bazo can put a freeze on them. But that's only if I can perform that, if I can get us, if I can succeed at my skill check. No, and I got a 1. So that was a failed. See if the enemy 4 can do a skill check. Yep. Chaos track goes up 1. And enemy 4, his special abilities is trap and ranged attack rifle. So I'll just use the side 2. So it's he can do a range attack. Give him +1 on that. He's going to spend. He had 2 ammo, so now he's got 1. His attack dice is 2, so I add 2 more. Draw an attack card, and he's got 3 attack dice for his next attack. So I'll use this red die to represent that he's got 3 attack dice added to his next attack. So with this attack, he's going to roll. He's got 2 hits. I got to block 2 hits, but this, since I have that one, I spend it to put a die in. And then my defense dice is 3. I'm just going to keep it like that. I could have spent a surge to add another dice to it, but 4 is good because I only have to get like 2 of them blocked. So, yep, and I did it. 2 blocked. Another point that I want to make too about when I'm using these dice for attacks and defense, if I roll a straight, like say if I had if I rolled 3 dice and they were all like yeah, it doesn't matter if they're all white or all skulls or all shields. Skulls are swords crossed, are hits. Then I would give myself a surge. That's a bonus to like get all straights. Will give me a bonus. So I blocked his attack, and it's the next card. It's enemy 2's turn. He's got a surge, another possible surge, and I can do an action. So, one surge. My action's going to be, I'm still going to look for, I'm going to dash from the dumpster and look for another building that's open. Do I find a building that will have supplies like weapons? No. So, but I'm out in the open again. So does he get another surge? Oh. Draw another card. It's my turn. What can I do? So I've rolled for me, that's a resource, or I can spend a resource. I don't have enough to spend. I need more than one to spend. Like 2 resources will equal 1 surge. So I'm going to just get myself another resource. The next time does his... yeah, another note too is that a red die represents the opposition, and it's the last opposition. That's why I leave this marker here to remind me which enemy is going to take effect to that die. So enemy 2 can perform a skill check if it's triggered, and it's not, so he can't do a skill check. Can I do a skill check? No. Next card. I know it's a long process, but when I get right into it, it does move pretty fast. It is, it helps. It really, it combines like a traditional kind of card game, board game, and role-playing game, because there's a lot of deciphering of what the cards mean and what the actions will mean and what the dice can mean. So yeah, like this process of solo role-playing is pretty varied. So I have a possible event. Yes, that's triggered. Chaos track goes up 1. The event. Keywords are injured, brazen, foreigner. Well, since things are in the positive, I'm going to use that. I'm going to just pick that as meaning that I have a chance to injure one of the bad guys, and it'll have to be enemy 2 somehow. Where's enemy 2 on the board? He's pretty far away from me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say I'm going to like roll. I found a wheel, and I'm igniting the wheel. I'm turning it. I lit it on fire, and there's a gas tank here. If I can hit that gas tank with the wheel, then it'll do damage to enemy 2. So I'm going to consider that as being a skill check. We need 7 white dice. 2. I'm going to spend a surge to add another level dice. And I need 6. That 6 is negated, but I got 3 6s, so it worked. The plan worked. How much damage did I do? Oh, well, I'm gonna roll a d12 to see how much. It's 9, so I can do up to 9. I'm gonna use 9 of these dice. skulls and crossed swords will represent damage that's done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But he's got 3 in his defense. +1 for 1 defense dice. And he's only got 1, so he took 3 points of damage. His health goes down to 3. Next card. Enemy 3's turn. Lots of surges going on, so he's got a surge. I can do a skill check, and he could do a possible action. So he gets a surge. Can I perform a skill check? No. Goes down. Can he do another action? Nope. Things are right in the middle now. Draw another card. And depending on the state, we can put 1d6 cards back into a stack. So, see if it's triggered. Yes, and it's positive, so I can put 1 card back into the stack, and I'm going to put the a skill or an event card back into the stack. Next card, it's the last card of the round. That's another possible event. Yep, it happens, it's triggered. So what's the event? Plan Fundamental Hive. Plan. I'm gonna try to do, because with the way I can decipher that is like, I'm gonna plan on making a skill check. Next time I'm able to do a skill check, I'm going to give myself another die. And I'll put just to remind myself that next time I do a skill check, I can use this dice too. And because it's hive, I'm going to say that represents everybody in the enclave, like the hive. And so I'm planning on that. I got a bonus on my skill check to perform that special ability. And that'll all take place in the next round.